I must be happy, I must be pleased, but it's a responsibility because now I feel I can get even further. You know, I will try to stay at this place as long as I can, and maybe in the future get to the lifetime goal, which is, you know, to be number one.
There we go. That's what I wanted to get to, getting to number one. Roger Federer is so tough to overtake. Rafa managed to do it and take the number one spot for a while. What's it going to take for you to get up there?
Well, it's going to take, of course, a lot of determination, you know, consistency with the results, and a lot of work, like he did for coming to number 3 of the world and number 2 now. But it's going to take, again, something extra because Federer and Nadal are very dominant players, and they have been extremely dominant in the last 4 or 5 years, where they basically won 90% of the Grand Slams. You know, they were, and right now I think it gets a little bit more interesting for our sport because there is a bigger group of the players, including myself, that are able to win a major event. If I am willing to stay at this spot of the world and eventually get to the number 1 of the world, I will have to try and dedicate myself 100% to the sport, like I did in the last couple of years, and really try to prioritize Grand Slams and big events where you get, I guess, most of the points, and I have to play my best tennis there.
You won 1 Grand Slam title. What's it going to take for you to win the second one? And be specific, because you can talk about determination, you can talk about training, but what's the difference between making the quarterfinals and the semi-final and lifting that trophy in your eyes? Is it mental or is it physical?
It has a physical part in it, definitely, because it's a 2 weeks long event, and it's exhausting, especially if you're playing 5-set matches up to the, you know, semi-finals. But then in those matches of semi-finals and finals, that's where the mental toughness gets going, and that's where the mental ability is really crucial. If you're able to stay calm at the crucial moments, don't think about side factors that they can affect your game, and you know, possible win or possible loss. And that's where you have to stay tough. And I have been playing a lot of important matches and important occasions, important tournaments in my life, and I have this experience that can guide me to another title.
Tell us about how the life on tour is, Novak. Pretty much all year you're traveling, you're living out of a suitcase.
You're right.
How is that?
Well, it's not pleasant when you have to live out of your suitcase or sleep in your hotel room all the time. But I can't complain, you know. If I go back, you know, if I turn back and look where I was as a, you know, 11, 12, 13-year-old kid coming from Serbia, you know, going to elementary school and hanging out with the kids from the childhood, you know, just in front of my building, playing little football and other sports, and just, you know, 5, 6, 7 years after that, I'm traveling around the world, meeting people, meeting cultures, seeing places that I probably, if there wasn't tennis, I would never see. So I'm very grateful and blessed for the opportunity that has been given to me, and I'm trying to use it and enjoy life as much as I can, you know, greet it. And there are advantages and disadvantages I think in every job and you know, every part of anybody's life. But I always try. I have been taught that I should always look from the brighter side.
How many friends do you have on tour, and who's your best friend?
I mostly get along with tennis players from my country, from Serbia, Tipsarevic, Tricki, Zimonjic, and Croatia, Ljubicic, Ančić, and Cilic, all these guys that I speak the same language with. It gets easier to, you know, to have a friendship and good connection. But of course, I have friends, you know, on the circuit, as you know, Bagdaris, Nadal, Davydenko, all these guys I'm really good in a good relationships off the court as well. You know, we get to have dinners sometimes and you know, do things together, play golf because we're big fans of golf as well. But you know, it's really hard to get too close to somebody because I think most of the players will share the same opinion with me. We are all rivals, and when we step on the court, we try to win against each other.